Welcome back, everybody. Well, I was really pleasantly surprised how much you guys seem to have really enjoyed me playing Geoguessr yesterday. So I thought I'd go ahead and do the rest in that series of challenges that I did. I did the 1861 and 1862 ones yesterday, so I'll see if they have 63 and 64. There's a part 3 right here. I was just playing a second ago. I did like one of the challenges, the knockout challenges. That was a lot of fun. I made the final two and got knocked out because I had the right country, Germany, but it was up north near Hamburg, and the other person was 200 miles closer than I was. So let's go ahead and dive back into this. This one shows as being moderately difficult. So, some of you commented about how nonchalant I seem to be about knowing these things just from fields. Remember, the American Civil War has been my obsession since I was 8 years old. So, I've got 35 years of studying this war, and I've been to most of the major battlefields. So, don't feel bad if I seem like I know things that you don't seem to know. And don't be surprised when I get stuff wrong still. So, and we'll try to talk through. This looks like Chickamauga off the top of my head, but it might not be. I need to get some kind of landmark to help me out here. Oh, I can't read a darn thing on this one. It's a blurry picture. I feel like it's Chickamauga, though. Because I seem to remember parts of the Chickamauga battlefield looking like that. So we're going to guess Chickamauga, but I just, because I can't read any of the signs or anything, it makes this one kind of hard. You know what? Before I guess, I'm going to go down this way a little further. Just see if... Oh, you know what? Yeah. This is definitely Chickamauga. I'm almost positive I recognize that turnoff right there. Yep. I was 3.9 miles away. So I chose Chickamauga, the town, but I should have been in the middle of the battlefield. Yeah, I didn't see a lot of the Chickamauga battlefield, but that is an area that I saw. That's the little turnoff where you go to see the area where Rosecrans pulled men out of the line and created a hole that wasn't there. I made a video in that little road off there, so it looked familiar to me. Cool. Great battlefield. Probably next to Gettysburg and Vicksburg, probably the battlefield that has the most monuments on it and the most to see and do. Speaking of, this looks like Vicksburg. It might be Antietam with all these hills. I feel like it's Vicksburg, though. Let me zoom up a little bit. I'm almost positive this is Vicksburg. Yeah, because Vicksburg has these busts like this of all the brigade commanders. And the way these hills are, I really feel like this is Vicksburg. Yeah, it's got to be Vicksburg. Those busts are the only place I've seen those is the Vicksburg battlefield. And the battlefield's kind of around town up here. So I'm going to guess up there. I was down on the southern end of the battlefield, but I was right about... I was 2 miles away. All right, cool. Okay, I know I'm going to get one that I haven't seen before, but we're in 1863, so Vicksburg and Chickamauga both make sense. Man, I'm not recognizing this so far. What else was in 1863? That might be Chancellorsville. Is that Chancellorsville? I bet this is part of the Chancellorsville battlefield. I'm going to guess that it is. So that's right up in this area. That's in May of 1863. Late April, beginning of May of 1863. And I think that road's probably... That may even be the intersection here. Now the visitor center's at that intersection. So I think it's probably further down this way. I'm going to guess right there. Oh, 57 yards away. Nice. Okay. So we're probably going to have Gettysburg because this is it. Yeah, there's Little Round Top right there. That's the statue of Gouverneur Warren, who was the, I think he was the head of engineers for the Army of the Potomac. He was the one who was up there standing on this rock. There's a sign there that says, "Don't go on this rock. You're not allowed to stand here." And you can see what a commanding position this was. You can look right down. There's the Pennsylvania Monument. This is Cemetery Ridge right here. You have Devil's Den. If we move over, we can see Devil's Den right down here. The Confederate attack came from this direction. Big Round Top's right over here. They're actually getting ready to shut down. I think the first week of July, they're shutting Little Round Top down for 18 months to do some repairs and stuff. But yeah, that's definitely right on top of Little Round Top. So that's going to be, in fact, that's over on this. There's the Gouverneur Warren statue, so we're going to be right about there. 13 yards away. Okay, cool. Last one. What else is in 1863? Fort Sanders. Okay. So Fort Sanders, James Longstreet. So after Gettysburg, Longstreet is sent with most of his corps to the west, and he fights in the Battle of Chickamauga, just south of Chattanooga here. And he's also involved in some actions in East Tennessee. I don't actually remember where Fort Sanders is, but we're just going to say Knoxville. It is in Knoxville, 1.3 miles away. So I actually didn't know that's where Fort Sanders was. I knew it was East Tennessee somewhere, but that was about it. So, all right, that went pretty well, I guess. How does that make us stack up? Obviously, I took a little longer. I didn't even look to see how I did on that one. Can I go back to it? I don't know. Can you go? They don't let you do these again, do they? I wouldn't think you'd be allowed to, because once you do it once, you'd be able to know where everything is. So I'm kind of curious, like, does it let you? Yeah, it does let you go back and play it again. That's probably what some of these people have done to do so well. Like, I could probably go in now and play it and get almost perfect. That seems... I feel like they shouldn't let you do it a second time. I don't know. It just makes it too easy to get a high score. So let's see if we can find... Is there a part 4? For 1864? Yeah, there is. Okay, cool. Actually, it goes all the way to a part 6. This one's listed as hard. So 1864, we're going to be dealing with Atlanta, the Wilderness, Spotsylvania, Petersburg, Richmond. I haven't been to some of those battlefields, so I may not do as well on this one. See, like this, I don't recognize this at all. That looks like a national cemetery. I have no idea where this is. So let's see if we can maybe learn something from the signs. Yeah, it's Georgia. Courtesy of Georgia Inc. That's a national... That's not the Marietta National Cemetery, is it? Because I've been to the Marietta National Cemetery. That doesn't look familiar to me. But we're obviously dealing with Atlanta. The Marietta National Cemetery is up here in Marietta. That's where most of the Union war dead from that war are, or from that the battles around Atlanta are. Maybe that is. That might be right along here. No, it wasn't. It's Westview Cemetery, so it's not a national cemetery. Okay, so it's actually right there. Most of the Atlanta battlefield isn't there anymore because of the city of Atlanta has spread out and kind of taken over a lot of that. Like, I think the area where General McPherson was killed is like right in the middle of a residential neighborhood now. All right, I'm guessing this is Wilderness. I didn't see a lot of the Wilderness battlefield. I was mostly at Chancellorsville when I was in that area. Yeah, Grant's headquarters. So I know about where Grant... No, I actually don't. I think I'm thinking of one of the other headquarters that I saw when I was in the Chancellorsville area. So here's Fredericksburg. That's how you kind of get your bearings as you just go west from Fredericksburg and you run into Chancellorsville and then Wilderness after that. And then Spotsylvania is just to the south of that. So this is the Wilderness battlefield. I'm guessing it's down. It's going to be up closer to this way is where Grant's headquarters is going to be. Ho! 125 yards away. That was a way better guess than I thought it would be. All right, 1864. This is a fort, but I don't recognize this fort. I've been to a couple Civil War forts. Fort Knox up in Maine. I've been to Fort... what's the one I was at? Is it Fort Pickens in North Carolina? I do not recognize this one. It's right on the water. What looks like ocean. That's not Fort Moultrie, is it? Charleston? It's definitely not Sumter, because Sumter's got higher walls than that. A lot of the battlefields in the Charleston area have washed away. Like Fort Wagner was over here. If you're familiar with the movie Glory, that was right up in here. And like where Colonel Shaw and his men were buried on the beach, that's all been washed into the ocean now because of erosion. Same thing's true with the redoubts at Yorktown from the Revolutionary War. Some of those redoubts have actually washed away, including the one that Alexander Hamilton very famously attacked. That's not Fort Monroe, is it? Out here? That might be Fort Monroe. No, it was, was it Fort Pulaski? No, Pulaski's not all the way over there. Fort Gaines, okay, because Pulaski was... There was a fort over here. I just can't remember the name of it. I'm kind of curious to remember what it was now. Because I've been to Pensacola, and I remember visiting the remains of where there had been a fort. That's Fort Pickens. Okay. I'm confusing Fort Pickens and Fort Pulaski with each other. All right. 0 points for that one. That was brutal. That looks like the parking lot for Kennesaw Mountain. I'm not going to lie. Just off the top of my head, because I've been there. But it might not be. Now that I'm looking around, I wanted to see just how good I could guess, but now that I'm looking around, I don't think that's where that is. Now wait, there's the visitor center. This might be the Kennesaw Mountain Visitor Center. Boom! It is! I don't know why I remember that. I have distinct memories of visiting Kennesaw Mountain a couple of years ago. Because I had a couple of ancestors who fought there. And there's a beautiful view that you get of Atlanta from there. Kennesaw Mountain's up here north. And my great-grandfather was born in Cartersville, Georgia, which is right up here. So here's the Kennesaw Mountain Visitor Center right there. I was only there for like an hour, but it was a very memorable visit for some reason. You walk up some steps, and you get this great view of the city of Atlanta. You can see Stone Mountain, all those things. Okay. This one's not looking familiar, but I think we're going to get a sign right here, so that'll help. Cold Harbor. Oh, how could that not look familiar? I've been to the Cold Harbor battle. Yeah, okay. So, very little of the Cold Harbor battlefield remains. There's this road right here, and then you actually, I think, come out on the other side. Or maybe it all loops right here. I'm trying to remember. I did a video from there. If you've seen my video from there, I shot some of the video right here next to the visitor center. There's not much to see. You go down this way into the woods maybe a couple 100 yards, and then you loop around and you're back out. This is the Union side. The Confederate side was over there. And this in these woods here is where that famous June 3rd assault that cost like 5,000 Union casualties in 20 minutes. That was right here in those woods. All right, so that's Cold Harbor. So that's right outside of Richmond. Cold Harbor and Mechanicsville, and I think Gaines Mill, I think were all pretty much in the same area, those battlefields, even though they were in different years. So I'm just trying to get my bearings to see where that is. That's not it there. Is Cold Harbor a little further north? Dang, I just cannot remember where Cold Harbor is. I know it's east of Richmond, but I can't remember beyond that. So, and then there's the National Cemetery for Cold Harbor, just right down the road from there. I'm just gonna guess right there, and I'll figure it out. It was a little further north. It was right over here. So where that picture is right here, the visitor center. And here's the loop I was talking about. You drive down this way, you come right around here. So the Union was on this side here. Actually, the Union was on this side, okay, and then the Confederates were on this side. So you drive through the loop right there, and then the National Cemetery is right down the street from it, right there. All right, only 19,000 points on that one, so not my best performance. Let's try number 5. Oh, there's actually a part 9. All right, we'll do 5, and that'll be the last one for this. We'll probably get to some regular reactions back tomorrow, unless you guys are desperate to see me do more of this. Okay, here we go. Part 5. I would think if they're going to part 9, then they obviously have to not be going just by the years. All right, so I don't recognize that state route sign, what state that is. Let's see what this sign here says. I am not recognizing this at all. Clover Hill Village. Yeah, I don't know whose state routes have circles like that. I have absolutely no idea where this is or when it is. But I'm going to guess Spotsylvania. Just because I haven't been to the Spotsylvania battlefield yet. I need to get there. But I'm going to guess that. No, it's Appomattox? Really? Okay, well that explains that because I haven't been to Appomattox either. This looks vaguely familiar. This is probably around Richmond. What's this sign here say? Carter House, Lott's House, downtown. Where's the Carter House? Is this Franklin? Nah, it's not. Oh, there's a lot of hills there, but it looks a little too cold to be Franklin. Man, I honestly have no idea with this one either. Wow, this is brutal. I have no idea. I'm just going to go with my first guess. I'm going to say, Franklin. That's outside of Nashville in this area here. I'm probably totally wrong. It was Franklin. Oh, dude. There's the Carter House right there. Okay, I was super close. The Carter House sounded familiar to me from Franklin. Franklin's not a battle I know as much about as some of the other battles. This, again, looks like Richmond, north of Richmond, wildernessy, Spotsylvania type of thing. So I'm going to kind of go there again and guess that's what we're dealing with. Nah, it was. I should have said, when I said Richmond, I was a little closer. It was Petersburg. Haven't been to the Petersburg battlefields yet either. All right, we're back to another fort. Tybee Depot. Wow. So I'm mortal after all, guys, because I'm clueless on all of these. I haven't been to any of these places. I have no idea where that is. There's water here. So it's a river. It's not the ocean. Wait, where's the sign right here? What's the sign say? Where'd the sign go? Oh, there it is. CSS Georgia, the ladies' gunboat. Okay, so are we talking about... Yeah, Savannah. Okay. Fort Pulaski. Oh, it's Fort Jackson. Okay, Fort Pulaski's a little bigger than that, I think. Okay. I don't recognize this one either. Dang. Redoubt number 1, Confederate Earthworks. This is Petersburg again. Is that Nathan Bedford Forrest in the pic? No, that's not Forrest. That's Stewart. Okay. So this is Petersburg. It's one of the redoubts. Man, I really need to get to the Petersburg battlefield. There's so much to see there. I'm going to guess right there. No! It's Nashville. Jeez. Ridiculously bad. Oh, yeah. There was no Lieutenant General A.P. Stewart in Nashville. All right. That was bad. All right. I am mortal after all, guys. There you have it. Let me know your thoughts. You want to see more of this tomorrow, or do you want to see me get back to a reaction video? And if so, what? Hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll definitely do some on a live stream sometime. Thanks for watching.